Sorry about that, folks. We're a little late. We had to figure out some stuff. We're a little rusty. But we're here nonetheless. Oh, folks. Oh, here we are. Matty K in the house. What's going down, Daddy-O? Matty K. What do you guys want to do first? We're so flummoxed, or at least I'm flummoxed at this point. Which one?
Well, I just said lumps, and I don't.
Lumps. You said lumps. Midnight Molly's on. Let's do a little bit of that. Well, I've had my fun. If I never get well no more, you know I've had my fun. If I never get well no more, you know my health it is failing. I believe I'm going down slow. Somebody write my poor mother and tell her about the shape I'm in. Somebody write my mother and tell her about the shape I'm in. Tell her to pray for me and to forgive me for my sins. Send me no doctor. You know that doctor won't do me no good. Don't send me no doctor. You know that doctor won't do me no good. You know it's all my fault. I never did a damn thing I should. Oh, bring it down, boy. on the next train south. You better look for my clothes home. On the next train south, you better look for my clothes home. And if you don't see my body, well, all you can do is moan. Did you hear that stuff? It was so crazy. Dylan James Koch on the dongle drums. We got that Turner the Burner. He's got some tattoos. He's here to play that bass for you. Friends, thanks for tuning in. Sorry we've been a while. We've been on the road unleashing our sonic load upon the folks of hither and yon. The folks of hither and yon have been slathered with our musical devices. Welcome to the jungle. Oh, thank you for those tips, folks. We appreciate it. We appreciate the cash. We could also use some stash of that sweet, sweet how-ish. Checking out the new guitar here, folks. This is my new, always something with the technology. Oh, you fucking piece of shit. I can drag it?
Drag it. Click it.
Oh, there we go.
Look at that.
Yeah, there you go. Now smaller. Now just drag.
Now
Go in
just
the middle.
drag it over here.
No. In the middle.
In the middle?
Yeah, go in the middle and drag. There you go.
Shit, Dylan, thank you. Dylan for the win. Here's my new Reverend Gristle ST in Avocado Burst. It's also available in a variety of other delicious tone hues. Here's the sound of that neck. Oh, come on, fingers. Can you dig it? Crotch shot. Well, what do you want from me? Yeah! Crotch shot, behold my pork sword. Crotch shot, that's what you're headed towards. Wow. It's got a whammy bar. And it's also got a little, if I grab this up again. Yeah, all the position. Listen to the quack attack in that 2 position. Here's the 4. Can you dang it? I pulled that one right out of my butt. Poor Turner the Burner. You didn't know you were going to call that one. You didn't know they were going to call that one. Can you dig it? So, yes, it's a quack-a-lacka. So many exciting tones on this piece. Is that Angela out there? Angela Petrilli. Angela Petrilli. Patrilli. Wow, did you hear that? We almost ended together, too. That's the power of the Unimind. The Unimind. Angela Petrilli, the Unimind. New theme song. That's Correctamundo. Folks, we're going to play something else now. What are we going to do now? Let's do a little of that Hendrix. Let's do a little of that Jim Hendrix. Sometimes it's fun. You know, once again, a year goes by, and I'm not invited to be on the Experience Hendrix tour. And I'm like, wow, thanks. Thanks, everybody, for including me in the shout-out to my favorite guy of all times.
Don't worry, Zach Wild will be there.
Yeah, there's plenty of other people who have a sketch, tangential relationship with Jim Hendrix. Not that I'm judging, but I totally am, because my soul is broken. That's not true. That's not true. Fish and chips for lunch today? Jay, I think I've had enough fish and chips for the next year. Every other day I would have some fish and chips over there in the UK. We'd have that English breakfast every damn day of the week. And that was delicious. The shrooms, the bacon, the banger, the rashers, the bacon, the little hash browns that are little triangles like you get at Mackindon's, but yet they're so much better. Anyways, we're going to do a little bit of that Jim Hendrix. This is a little thing called, this is live, my friend, Scott Sade. You're a smooth operator, smooth operator. Scott Sade, you're a smooth operator. See what I did there? Brought it all together. Play some music. Listen, Rowdy, we're getting around to it. The price is right. Now shut it. I'm getting more crotchety in my old age. Listen, we're going to do a little thing called Massage to Louvet. All right, here we go. 2, 3, 4. Travel at the speed of a reborn man. Got a lot of love to give from the mirrors of my hand. Got a message of love, babe. Don't you run away. Look at your heart, baby. Come on, face the truth today. Well, I am what I am, thank God. Some people just don't understand. Somebody first, and then you're two. Find yourself first, don't you be no fool. Comes a woman wrapped up in chains, fooling with that fool, baby. You put your life in pain. If you want to be free, come out along with me. Leave that hard-headed man. He'll never understand. And find yourself first, and then your talent. Work hard in your mind, and then you come alive. That proves to the man you're as strong as him. Cause in the eyes of God, both children to him. Everybody come alive, everybody love life, everybody love life, everybody hear my message. I am indeed using the Koch Nest Monster. One of these times I'll put the camera on there, but for right now we have side cam. That's the side cam. That's usually floor cam. There's the boys. The boys are over there drinking bubbly water. And then we've got this camera shot, which is sweet, sweet Gristle ST cam and genital cam. But we don't need to talk about that, but somebody always does. Like, that's what it's all about. Listen, folks. Yes, I'm using the Koch Nest Monster, which is I'm using the Koch Nest Monster Supreme, which is a tool of sonic reckoning. And I got a little bit of slapback going on from it. Then I got the clean boost from my Gristle King. And then I have the overdrive. That's a lot of bang for your buck right there. It goes. Can you dig it? The bass rig. What is the bass rig? Let's take a look over at Turner Cam. We got a Fender. What is that thing called? It's that. I've had that for years. It's the
Fender Bassman 1200.
the Bassman 1200. That's my buddy Roscoe Beck's favorite bass amp. So we had it with two 410 cabinets with the tweeter. But right now we're only using one 410 cabinet with the tweets, with no tweeter. The tweeter is mangled. And a 69 PBs. Can you dig it? We're gonna do an old tune of mine called When Were the Good Old Days, a song about not remembering stuff from back in the day because you may or may not have been under the influence of a variety of substances that you no longer partake in anymore. I think I just recited the whole song, but it's a little bit of a rock and jam. It was initially, there was a version of it on Double the Gristle back in the day, and I think my buddy Ron Garrett sang it, and it was kind of more of a Little Feetish groove. And then we redid it, and I sang it on the 4 Days in the South record with more of kind of a James Gang feel. But it was also a little tepid in comparison to the version we do now, which is the James Gang meets some kind of nuclear explosion. And it goes on like this. Woo! Can you dig it? Oh, you dirty, dirty pig. I saw an old friend just the other day. It conjured up memories that were locked away, of growing pains that cut like a knife, the supposed best years of your life were not my life. When reminiscing, something is missing. When were the good old days? Well, I saw an old picture just the other night. I couldn't recall the name, but I got some places right. She rambled on about things we'd said and done. Can't remember the word. All in the name of good, clean fun. No one's on the run. But when reminiscing, something is missing. When were the good old days? 'Cause thinking back, it's all ahead. When were those good old days? Friends seem to come and go like voices on the wind. I can't help but feeling that the best is yet to begin. 'cause thinking back, it's all a hate. When were those good old days? When reminiscing, something is doggone missing. What are those pickups? These are new Fishman pickups I did with Fishman, my new signature Gristle ST pickups. I reckon they're going to be called. I haven't quite figured out what they're going to be called. I imagine there's going to be. Sounds delicious. Delicious. Are we all having a good time? We're having a good time here in the room of orange. Here in the room of orange. Let's do a little bit of there's an old tool of mine, kind of I don't know. It's a jam tune for sure. It's funky. Jam. And it's got some stuff to it. And it's a little thing we like to call Foolish Mortals. And I like it. Well, the Man Cub is calling. He's not the Man Cub anymore. He's in the doggone Air Force. I can't call him Man Cub anymore. He might get throttled by his contemporaries. Is the bridge would be? It's thick. Yeah, it's definitely thicker sounding. Still get the nice clap. But if I push up this button, I get. It's a little thicker. It gets a little bit louder. Can you dig it? Anywho, what were we doing again? I said something. The Mortals. There we go. Okay, let's do it. Yes. That is a little thing called Foolish Mortals, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, this is Dylan, my son. On the drums, Dylan James Kuchenheimer Schmidt. He is my firstborn child. Thank you, Robert. I'm glad you're digging my new Reverend Gristle ST. We got that mighty turn of the burner on the damn bass. We got that mighty turn of the burner on the doggone bass. We appreciate you all tuning in. It's been a while since we've been live. It's been a while since I did something, did hills. Insane Cowbell, says Midnight Molly. Midnight Molly. Jay Knudsen says, how did the Tone King hold up on your European trip? It was fantastic. I did bring along, or I had sent over there. There was a set in the UK and a set in mainland Europe. I had a Tone King Royalist and an Imperial. I ended up using the Royalist for all the gigs, and then for some of the workshops I did, I used the mighty Imperial. I did a little gig last night with my buddy Jimmy Vegley, and he said, we gotta be quiet. So I brought up the Tone King Imperial to that gig last night, and it did swimmingly. SMG wants a little bit of, we could do that. We want a little bit of that politician. We can do that. Hey now, baby. Where you going with that big black, in that big black car?
Hey, man.
Hey. You know, this is a song about politicians who are the scum of humankind. Did I say that out loud? The only thing is, I meant it. Now listen, we're going to do a little thing called By the Cream. Some people call them The Cream. Some people just say Cream. How was the UK tour? It was fabulous. It was great. We had great crowds. People were fun. They dug it. Driving South, well, that's a good one too. We've never done that one though. But we can do a little politician. We need some cream to be sure, says Maddie K. All right, we can do that. You know why? Because we appreciate you tuning in. So if you that tune in want to hear some sweet cream, we shall deliver that dairy product with bold aplomb, and we will say to you, feast. Feast upon our Wisconsin exports.
Jack Bruce.
My name is Jack Bruce, and I play bass guitar. My buddy Reggie Hamilton was doing a gig out in L.A. This is years ago, and he was doing some jazz gig, and Jack Bruce is there with somebody else, and the drummer recognizes Jack Bruce that Reggie's playing. Was like, Jack Bruce is here, man. We should go over and say hello. So they walk over, and Jack Bruce puts his hand out to Reggie. He goes, my name's Jack Bruce, and I play bass guitar. And then the drummer's like, hey, Jack, my name's... I'm also talking to you. I wasn't talking to you. My big black car. Hey now, baby, get into my big black car. I wanna just show you what my politics are. I'm a political man, and I practice what I preach. I'm a political man, and I practice what I preach. And I'm just not fair when you're in my reach. Right? Well, I support the left, so I'm leaning to the right. I support the left, so I'm leaning to the right. And I'm just not fair when it comes down to a fight. Get into my big black car. Hey now, baby, get into my big black car. I wanna just show you what my politics are. Hey now, baby, get into my big black car. There's a situation that's manifest. There's some litigation. There's some legislation. There's some unmitigation going on inside the black house. Are y'all having fun out there? We're having fun. We appreciate you tuning in. Don't forget if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do. Because there's so many people that see various things online on other people's channels that have gajillions of views, but yet my YouTube channel has a relatively low number of subscribers. And in these strange days, people don't judge you on your level of musicianship or your back catalog or your work ethic or your apparent willingness to share ideas and so on and so forth. They care about the number of followers you have, because that's just how insipid our world is. Not that I'm judging, but I totally am, and I think it's a worthwhile judgment. Am I right or am I right? I don't know. But we appreciate that kind of activity. We appreciate that kind of activity. Oh, woo! I like what you're doing right now. He's playing strange musical notes, and I thrive on that kind of activity. We're gonna do a song right now that I wrote many years ago, and it's called Tonus Diabolicus. And what it does, folks, is it opens up a crack in the crust of the earth, in the mantle, if you will. And angels and demons and various other entities come out, and they play for a little while while the song is playing, and they spread some mischief, some love, some joy, some misery, and then they get back together again at the very end of the last notes, and the crack seals up again, and they're gone. So I'm just going to warn you that that's what's about to happen. So let the good times roll. Who's with me on that? Okay, here we go. Tonus but I got a tonus preset on my Koch Master Supremium. Thanks, Rafi. I'm glad you're enjoying the guitar. It's a super duper S-type guitar. I think there are many, obviously, permutations of the Strat type guitar, but I wanted one that did certain things, and by God, I think we nailed it. I think we nailed it. As Joe Naylor, who's the designer of Reverend, every time he comes through with a good design, which is all the time, I say, nailed it. See what I did there? Joe Naylor, nailed it. Okay. Thanks for those tips. We appreciate it. We appreciate those tips because we want to pay these fellas and Ryan, and I'd like to buy a Fresca. It's such a delicious dietary beverage. Ooh. Here we go now. Things are about to get weird. Who's ready? Who's ready for the weirdness? Do you guys know Stratus? We'll work on that. Do 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 do. On the 4. I think that felt pretty good. How about that turn of the burner? He nailed that arrangement. Turn of the burner, turn of the burner, turn of the burner. On the bass is at the turn of the burner, turn of the burner, turn of the burner on the doggone bass. Turn of the burner, turn of the burner, turn of the burner, song called Turn of the Burner. He nailed that shit. How about that Dylan on the drums, ladies and gentlemen? He's coming around here. He's got no sleeves on, showing off the guns of Navarone, beating the shikey out of those drums. Woo! We thank you all for tuning in. It was our first live stream in quite some time. We could do Monday too if we wanted. You can run Monday? Oh, Nikes. You know, it's so hard to just get together to play sweet music. Dylan is great, says Dennis Ross. Yes, he is. How's Dylan's foot?
All right.
Hey, did you ever hear from the doctor?
No.
Well, no news is good news. No news is good news, no news. Listen, have you guys ever been to one of Diddy's freak-offs? Would be doing live streams from my attic if we were at one of those freak-offs. We'd be captains of industry and slurking around the world in exchange for our souls. Listen, Diddy, don't take my soul. I'd rather be here playing rock and roll. I don't want to get that juice all over me. I don't want that oil he had in such quantity. They say it was laced with some kind of sweet, strange nectars. We don't want that to happen. Okay, listen. Listen, we got to go, but we appreciate you tuning in. It was we went overboard. We went 5:05. Oh, no, we did. We didn't because we started late. But 5:05 means we're probably right on time. So listen. It was baby oil, apparently, that he had. Baby oil is what he had, baby oil. Let's do one more. Let's just do one more for the kids because we can. Let's do it. We haven't done a shuffle. What's that? We could do face. This is this song called There's Only Two Things Wrong With You, and that's your face. And it goes like this. You're so nice when I'm around, but when I'm gone, you tear me down. There's only two things wrong with you, and that's your face. You say yes, but you mean no. And you won't explain till I'm out the door. There's only two things wrong with you, and that's your face. Your nose ain't growing, but it's still showing. But please don't fake it, 'cause I'm a big boy and I can take it. bells are ringing. But I won't take the hook, 'cause I ain't quite as dumb as I look. You're so sweet when I call. When I hang up, I take the fall. There's only two things wrong with you, and that's your face. There's only two things wrong with you, and that's your... There's only two things wrong with you. Woo! That's your face. There's only two things wrong with you, and that's your face. Friends, we'd like to thank you for tuning in. Nick, I'm glad you're enjoying it. The Gristle ST is a weapon. There's this one. There's this one. There's this one that I've had on the road for a spell. Did you hear that jaunty tune the fellows were making while I was showing off the guitars? They're always coming up with. See you in Asbury Park. We shall be there. Check out that website. We got an East Coast tour coming up, starting mid-November. Prior to, we're going actually down to Nashville next week to do a one-off party that they're paying us a lot of money to do. So we're going down to Nashville next week. Going down to Nashville. And then we're coming back, and then I'm going to go out to the Wildwood and visit those fellas out there and maybe shoot a video or 5 or 10 or 100,000. And then I'm going to come back, and we got a little bit of time to just kind of Chillosaurus Rex before we hit the doggone road. Check out that website for details. We're going to come and rock your brain. Friends, we're going to come rock your brain. Thank you so much. We'll see you cats on the flippity and the floppity.